and welcome to Behind the Curtain with your host, me, B-Ray. Apologise for the lateness of the video, been battling a cold, didn't really want to go on video, snotty nose, horrible. So, anyway, we're going to get into Saturday's NXT Takeover at San Antonio. First match, Ty Dillinger versus Eric Young. Great match. Huge pop for Dillinger. Again, he's so over, it's untrue. I can't see any. He needs to be going up to the roster permanently. Needs to happen. Even though he lost in this match with Eric Young taking the win because of the numbers game. Again, Sanity getting involved. Numbers game dealing on Ty. He tried his best at one point. Alexander Wolf got in the ring. The ref didn't stop it. Ty got rid of him. It just absolute chaos with the numbers. Still a great match. I still think Ty Dillinger ended it pretty strong because the numbers game was a factor. I expect Sanity to be gaining in more character, more storyline in the coming months. Ty needs to be going up. Great match. After the match, it showed Joe in the crowd. Obviously not on the card tonight, but it was good. Enjoyed it. Second match, Andreo Cien Olmos, again, if I get that name right, against Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong's first NXT pay-per-view. Great. Very stiff match between the two of them. Going back to Andre, I wasn't a big fan of his entrance. The jacket, there's something there, it's just not working. First the straps, now this white jacket thing. I'm not a fan. Just stick a t-shirt on him. Stick a t-shirt on him with his kicks. Take off the t-shirt. You know, just that way you might sell more merchandise. You never know. Obviously, show off some of the designs. Roderick Strong, absolutely great. Great work between the two of them. Very back and forth. An amazing backbreaker in the corner by Roderick Strong on Andre, and it was, that must have tickled quite a lot. Great finish, absolutely loved it. Both looked amazing in the ring. Roderick Strong, I expect further for the NXT title later on in the year, perhaps some good matches with him and some others, perhaps. Again, great. Third match was for the NXT tag team titles. Authors of Pain being the versus DIY the champs. Slow start, but it built up. Some great spots, double spears, hot tags coming in. Authors of Pain, Akam just taking punishment, absolutely taking it and just fighting it off and getting back up. Great for a big monster tag teams like the Authors of Pain. Great work from them. Really enjoy them. I think their characters are progressing a lot more. DIY looked great. Very back and forth. Gargano was taking punishment. Ciampa came in at one point. Ended up suplexing both the Authors of Pain. Just went storming ahead. Psycho Killer at his best. Unfortunately, it turned out to be the double powerbomb finish by Authors of Pain, and then with the Russian leg sweep close slam to, I believe it was Gargano for the victory. I could be wrong, could be Ciampa. It's been a couple of days. Unfortunately, DIY lose the titles. Authors of Pain, your new NXT champions. Great match. I think it's definitely built Authors of Pain. I think it was a really good match. Really, really good match. After the match, it went cutting to Corey Graves, who unfortunately we learnt on the pre-show to the Takeover that he's no longer going to be commentating on NXT. However, we are getting Nigel McGuinness. He did great work in the UK tournament. I believe he'll be even better now in NXT, especially if they do, like I said the other day, if NXT and the UK guys start swapping over and do bits for one another, it could turn out really, really good. Went into the Women's Championship match, I didn't have a lot of hope for this because the women's division has been lacking. Asuka is pretty much the strongest one there. There's still some character building to be done. However, I was pleasantly surprised. Billie Kay, Peyton Royce still got a lot more work to do. I think getting their faces on TV, especially on their first takeover, was a good call. They did the heel double team, cowardly heels very well. At one point it was Nikki Cross and Asuka going for it. Billie and Peyton come in occasionally. At one point Asuka got taken out by Nikki Cross, then Billie Kay and Peyton Royce came in, grabbed Nikki Cross, ended up battling all the way up to the announce table, and they double suplexed to Nikki Cross. That was her out of the match. That was her done. That was her storyline done with that. Made her look strong though, because it took two of them to take her out. Then they went back to the ring. Asuka was still out because of what Nikki Cross did. Absolutely loved it. They got in the ring, tried some double teaming. Asuka got the upper hand, kicked the crap out of the pair of them, got the 3 count, and still your NXT Women's Champion. Much better match than I was anticipating. I still see for WrestleMania Takeover it being Asuka versus Ember Moon. Maybe throw Nikki Cross in there now after that showing, possibly. Give it a triple threat. Be one way of taking the title off Asuka without her actually getting pinned. Still keeping her technically undefeated streak going. I actually loved it. Which then led into the money match. Shinsuke Nakamura, the champion, versus Bobby Roode, the glorious one. Bobby Roode came in. Forget the Ho Train with the Godfather, we now have the Escort Express with Bobby Roode. How much more glorious can you get? Loved it. Shinsuke's entrance, it just reminded me of Goku on Nimbus on Dragon Ball Z. Hit the comments if you agree or disagree. I thought that was straight out of Dragon Ball Z. Not the entrances I was hoping for. Maybe they may hold this off for WrestleMania weekend and do the choir and the orchestra, maybe. Although they've done bits of both, so we might get something completely new. I was quite surprised with their entrances. We'll go down to the actual match. The crowd singing along to Shinsuke's music. Then we had the glorious chants. Mind games between the two of them. It was magic in this ring with these two. I expected nothing less. Absolutely loved it. Back and forth, Bobby on the attack, Shin on the attack, loved it. It was definitely the best match of the night. Possibly one of the best matches of the whole weekend. I can't really say. The thing that really turned this was Shinsuke did a shinkasa from the top, I think it was from the apron onto Bobby Roode and landed very awkwardly, and then he played on the knee, injured knee. Bobby Roode, the medics came out, checked out Shinsuke, they proper laying it thick. Shinsuke said, no, I'm still doing this, I'm champ, I'm carrying on. Rolled into the ring, Bobby Roode with the glorious DDT. 1, 2, kicked out. Oh, shit. Bobby Roode was livid, absolutely didn't know what to do with himself. Stuck him in a single leg Boston Crab, punching at his knee, absolutely going for that. I think he pulled that at that point, he tore his pants up, or it was the medics who tore it, so exposing the naked knee. Absolutely going leathered for it. Anyway, managed that. Second glory DDT. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Roode is your NXT champion. Did not see this happening now, unfortunately. I'm happy to say. I thought Shinsuke was going to keep the title till WrestleMania weekend. However, they gave it to Bobby Roode. It was a win-win situation. I love the pair of them. Shinsuke's probably ready for the main roster pretty soon. Bobby, give him a little bit longer. Maybe wait for the draft for Bobby, because he's a talent. He needs to stay next to you for a little bit to help a couple of the other guys up. Seeing as Austin there is pretty much 205 live bound. So Bobby Roode needs to just help out have a good match against Roderick Strong after the WrestleMania weekend. Build him. There's a few other guys, Eric Young, but although keep him with sanity, maybe not get Bobby involved with that. Ty Dillinger, I believe he's going to be going to the main roster pretty soon. He deserves it. On a whole, I would say the whole pay-per-view was a success. Going back to Seth Rollins came into the crowd, into the ring, interrupted the whole show, and he was going for Triple H. Triple H ended up coming out of the ring, coming out to the ramp, just giving him a stare down. Everyone thought, oh, hang on, could it happen? Could it? No, Triple H gets security involved. This is a build-up. It's the good. I like the way they've gone to NXT with this story, but I'll continue with this in my next reviews. Thanks for listening to me. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button. If you like what you see, please tell a friend. If not, let me know what I could possibly improve on. Any questions in the comments below, please, and I'll try and answer them all in video. This has been B-Ray and Behind the Curtain. Goodbye.